It's been just about 12 years now, and I guess it makes you somewhat an historic relic, and I hate to put it that way, but it's been 12 years since you performed at the Sir John Hotel, which was, you were the last act to ever come out of that hotel. Do you remember any other famous names that were there while you were there?
Well, we used to basically work, single shows where they only use one artist. But I can remember seeing people like Jackie Wilson, Joe Tex, and I remember a lot of the rehearsals for people like Dionne Warwick, Barbara McNair, Flip Wilson, because two of my brothers who were then playing with a group called the Afro Beats, they used to play behind them. They were guitarists. So I remember so many acts, coming through there that I remember when I was going, I happened to be riding over that way and I saw them beginning to tear it down. And I said, how can they do this? Every time something gets old, they just tear it down instead of renovating it. I said, the kids will never have anything to look back at. They'll never have anything to remind them of what it used to be like, and that's a place that I believe needed to be, restored rather than torn down, because it meant so much to so many performers got their start there that are really, look at Barbara McNair and Flip Wilson, world renowned, and it really could have done a lot for, tomorrow in Miami.
Would you say that the Overtown area was sort of like a Miami Beach where blacks came from all over the country to check into the Sir John to see certain acts come there?
Absolutely, and more because there was more going on. Like Miami Beach is sort of, that's like a presupposed atmosphere. But at the Sir John, you never knew just who was coming, because a lot of acts just used to drop in and just sort of start singing, and it was like a jam session. So it just really disheartened me when I saw it being torn down. I mean, why tear down something that is so legendary?
Do you feel that there can ever be another Overtown in that same general area?
Well, I don't know. It would have to start from from the bottom up. It would have to regain its former fans, because now everybody has their own little place they go now. And they get relocated. Like everybody basically moved from Overtown, and they're out in the city or Carroll City or Opelika, Liberty City, so they're going to places that are out this way, wherein everybody used to live right over there, and you could catch 21 bus and just go straight to it. But I don't know. I'm hopeful that they could one day, right in that same area, maybe rebuild something.
Was there ever a star atmosphere? For example, could anyone just walk off the street and just walk into a nightclub and there was Jackie Wilson performing, and he would take the time to just sit and chit chat?
Yeah, it was the star attitudes, I don't think it taken effect then. Now you can't get to them for 50 million security guards, but during that time you could really see who you wanted to see. They brought everybody. That's when Sam and Dave were so hot, and they used to, all of these acts, they used to perform. It wasn't so lewd like now when you go. A lot of the acts don't rely on their actual vocal ability. They have these nude dancers or something added that takes that distracts your attention from the fact that they cannot perform, and they're not doing it anymore. In other words, they're not using their inner ability that God gave them. They're like sort of parasitical. They're relying on everything behind them, all of the lighting systems. Some bomb exploded, something added, all of these little gimmicks. It's not really, there are not that many shows anymore, where you really see an artist actually sweat for their money, actually put out. Everybody else works but the one that's up front. The National Guard's Armory.
Right here, locally.
Right. This was on 28th Street. Yeah, 28th Street, I'm thinking about 7th Avenue. That was when C.T. Taylor used to be a disc jockey on WMBM, and he used to have a dance there every Friday and Saturday night.
Did you really realize at first that you were a star?
Well, I never, I guess what star depicts to me means that one day you can fall, and stars do fall, and that's it. So I always say that I'm a moon, because a moon eclipses every now and then, but you always know it's coming back, and it's bigger, and it doesn't fall. And it's like I have a tendency to do that in my career. I'm big at times, and I wane a little, and I deviate. Like when I